Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you're all staying warm and cozy and safe in wherever you are where the weather is just ramping up. Holy cow. Woke up to a very white, icy situation where I am. Not going to venture too far today. So yeah, stay safe out there. For those of you who flew south or went somewhere to get out of this weather this week, stay safe also. And for everyone else, welcome. Good morning. It is Monday. And here in the United States, it's President's Day, so it's a day off. So we've just got a lot going on right now in this third week in February, which is crazy. And I'm doing this old school. I've not pulled any cards. I've done a little meditation to kind of get prepared. But before we begin, I wanted to start by thanking everyone who did come out on the 15th, on Saturday the 15th in my area. Turnout was a little lower than I expected, but only because I think the weather really turned. Like the mid morning afternoon, like it again, whiteout conditions, snow and ice. So for those who wanted to come out, because I know I was reached out by other people that were unable to come out because of the weather, we will be in the office for mini readings on March 8th. So put that on your calendar. March 8th, I will be there again from 10 to 4 in my office. First come, first serve, and really cool. That being said, actually, I don't think it is March 8th. I'll have to look, but it's the event is in my the event is already scheduled, and it's in my website in the event section. So definitely go there. The other thing that I'm really excited about is we have IET, integrated energy therapy, coming up for basic. That will be March, and I think that's March 8th. So something's going on Saturday, March 8th, but I know I'm doing the event, the mini readings, and then the following Saturday will be the basic class. So one right after the other. So definitely check out the event section. Both of them are listed. The descriptions are there. The tickets are there. Everything is on my website, melissalwatkins.com. Link is in the description box. The event, just go to the event tab. That's where all the good stuff is going to be going forward. So really looking forward to what we got going on in March. So if you're someone who is kind of coming into your purpose, coming into maybe being of service to others, and you're not sure how that looks like, maybe you've been a Reiki practitioner, you've wanted to get into energy healing, I really do feel like integrated energy therapy is the complement to any kind of Reiki practice or any other energy modality practice. You're working with the 9 archangels, the higher frequencies. Archangel Ariel is their leader of this cohort of angels. We have Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Celestina, Archangel Caziel, Archangel Faith, Archangel Daniel, and Archangel Sarah. And then any other archangel that comes in that works with you. I've had Sandalphon show up, Uriel show up, Metatron show up, um, Barakiel show up. Just very and ascended masters, crossed over loved ones, the other dimensional beings, the unicorns, the fairies, the dragons, the mermaids, like whatever you're tied to will show up in an integrated energy therapy session. So not only is it about releasing the issues in your tissues permanently, whatever you're holding on to, the patterns, the generational curses, all of that stuff, the addictions, the abuse, the trauma, but you also get into connection with who you're connected with. So for many people, who is my spirit guide? Who is, who is with me? Who am I feeling all the time? And so that is what integrated energy therapy can do for you. It can really bring you into connection with all of that. And unfortunately, the certifications have to be done in person, so it's not anything I can do virtually. But if you're being called to it and you're not in my state, you're not in my area, you can't join me in Auburn, New York, that's okay. Go to learniet.com for your local practitioner. There's actually a search bar for people in your area. And my classes are also listed on that website. So Good morning, Mandy. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning, everyone watching on the replay. Am I snowed in? Kind of. It's definitely going to take some digging out, for sure. I was actually looking, and I'm going to have to pull out like the real boots and the heavy coat, right? So yes, I would say we're a little snowed in, but not unmanageable. I can get out if I need to, and I'm thinking I'm going to. My mother's away on a cruise, so I'm going to go check her house, get her mail. Oh, no mail today, so just check her house, and then maybe go over to our local mall where we have a Bass Pro and just let the baby check out the fishies. You know, that huge fish tank. Maybe get some lunch. So just keeping ourselves sane, because you can get cooped up. You can get feeling um, depressed or just all the things. So yeah, I want to get out and get some exercise today. I'm actually thinking about traipsing my sneakers with me, so when we get into the mall I can change out of my boots and put on my sneakers and maybe get some steps in, just because it's here we are, really snowed in, so there's no getting out. Good morning, Kara. Welcome. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. So yes, so March, April, and May we're going to be doing the integrated energy therapy certifications. And for those of you who are certified, if you want the refresher, there's also a price in the description box on the event on my website for that. So if you're someone that maybe you've been certified for a while, you haven't really done anything with it, or you just want to be part of, like-minded people, in the energy of the angels, uh, refreshing yourself on, all the levels of IET, how you can use it in practice. We're going to do a lot of practice. I've got 2 massage tables set up. So the class size we're going to keep down to 8 so that everybody gets a lot of practice in. Very, very important hands-on practice. So not only are you going to be learning and getting certified in integrated energy therapy, but you're also going to be receiving many, many mini sessions, which can be very profound. And then each certification comes with an attunement to the angels. So really good stuff's going to be happening March, April, and May. So yeah, if you're interested, reach out if you've got any questions about what it is and how it would work for you, or all the things, whatever your question is, definitely reach out. So that being said, sorry guys, my nose is. So I was actually watching Amanda Ellis, and ironically, she was having nose issues during her readings, and she said it just started for me. And what she came up with, which I thought was really beautiful and so really kind of cool, and I kind of, it resonated, was that you're clearing out. You're clearing out when you're going higher. Your system is changing, and so you're clearing out. So yeah, so a lot of evolution going on right now, guys. I know everybody is going through their own evolution, and that's, I think, why I'm being called right now to put out the certification classes for integrated energy therapy, because I know there's a lot of people out there going through things they can't understand, or going through things that they're just ready to be done going through. Those issues in your tissues, those past traumas, that inner child wounding, all the stuff, all the things. And it's IET for me helped me get over the hurdle of, some real emotional neglect and some real sexual abuse. So this is profound. I tell you, and even if you just have sessions with me, it's subtle, but it's profound, and it does work. You have to believe to receive. And for those of you who maybe are doing some healing work and you need a little help, go to my blog. I actually have 8 steps to the healing process, what you can do as you're healing and to help you. And so definitely check that blog out, and that's free. That's on my website. Okay, so the 2 cards that jumped right out are the 5 of Forces, summer, winter. Yeah, we're in it. We're in it. So what I'm picking up with this, whether you're in the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, whether you're experiencing summer because you're on the other side of the world, Australia, welcome to all of my people in the other half of the world. But for those of us in winter, it's a time of introspection. It's a time of hermiting. It's a time of getting quiet. It's a time of taking a step out of the normal rat race, having more quiet time, having more reflection, because what's happening is you are ascending. You are moving through whatever is coming up for you right now. So in this winter time, this hermit mode, what is coming up for you is helping you to move on. So it's coming up to be released. It's coming up for you to say, I'm kind of done with this. Like, I have felt this for years. I've been ruminating on this for years. I've been precipitating on this for years. I've been hurting this way for years. And it feels like in 2025, there's purging going on, right? The whole nose thing, right? There's purging going on for all of us in some way. And that's what I'm feeling that this week in this end of February of 2025 is kind of bringing up for you. Something to be released, because that is the only way you can get to what it is you want, your ascension, right? You're ascending in some way in your life. So for some of you, you're ascending into the new relationship, the new home, the new work, the new colleague, the new mentor, the new love, right? But the only way to move into the new is you have to release the past. And so right now you're being asked to hermit. You're being asked to be quiet. You're being asked to reflect. You're being asked to journal. You're being asked to talk. You're being asked to whatever you're being asked to do. It's an inspiration, right? You're being inspired to do something. Maybe you're doing more meditating right now. Maybe you're doing more listening to Hertz music right now. Maybe you're doing more of a craft, something that is meditative, right? I know crocheting for me is very meditative. So really getting quiet right now is helping you to purge what it is you need to purge, because the Five of Roses is coming up, because it is time. It is time for you to be able to get into the receiving. It's not so much about always feeling like I don't have enough, I'm not good enough. This is the Five of Roses, I feel like, is coming in to say, you are enough. Do the things that bring you joy. Revel in the things that light you up. And and that is how you make the change. That is how you get to the next step. That is how you draw into you the things that you're wanting. A lot of what I've been talking to people about this week is it's not about finding anything. It's about changing the inner of who you are to attract. That's how the law of attraction works, right? You attract what you are. And if you're someone who's loving and giving and compassionate, you're going to start attracting situations and people that are loving and giving and compassionate, right? And you do that through allowing yourself to step into what brings you joy, what brings you fulfillment, what brings you curiosity, what brings you just an expansion of the things you think about, right? Curiosity is a wonderful way to expand what you think about. Learning something, that expands your mind, that expands your perception. So right now, whether it's taking a course, a certification class, just reading a book that teaches you something, or expands your perspective on something. Maybe you read the book that is the counter argument to something you believe in, or it's somebody else's take on, a topic, right? It doesn't mean you completely agree, but can you open your mind? And I feel like that's what this week is bringing you. Something that's going to open the way you perceive things, or think about things. And that change, that expansion is going to be the thing that really starts to bring in the new. Bring in the new ideas, the new inspiration, the new opportunities. Yeah, because when you're changing your inside, right, everything on the outside changes. Yeah, you're becoming the architect in your own life. That's what's going on this week. There's something that you're going to begin to build. So for some of you, you've had the idea for a long time. For some of you, it's been a desire for a long time, a goal for a long time. I feel like this is a week that you take a step. So for some of you, you're taking the next step. For some of you, you're taking the first step. But this week, there's something that your curiosity is bringing in, your passion is bringing in to you. You're drawing to you the opportunity, the people, the book, the information, but because you're becoming the architect in your own life. And so for some of you, this is going to push you out of your comfort zone. Absolutely going to push you out of your comfort zone. Yeah, because it is time. It is time for you to become the leader in your own life. It is time for you to get grounded in what Spirit has been, the idea Spirit is bringing you. And for some of you, the idea is really moving in a whole new direction. For some of you, the idea has been to start or create something. The idea has been to let go of something, right? So I feel like you are turning into the architect, but you're also becoming the leader. So this architect, this building, this designing, this life that you want is what I'm hearing, is coming through you. And this is also bringing you into the wisdom and the leadership that may feel very uncomfortable or foreign to you, because maybe you're someone that hasn't always been the leader in your own life. You haven't always been the one to take the reins, right? You haven't you've been the support person, you've been the cheerleader, you've been the person behind the scenes, and you've been okay with that. And I feel like in this energy, this month, this week, this year, this is about you building something new. And we had the Ascended Master Hilarion show up, so I'm actually going to read the Hilarions card and what he's kind of bringing to you to help you with this. All right. So, seen here with spirit and the implements of study and scientific discovery, Hilarion is a powerful ascended master and a wonderful connection to the font of information that the Akashic records hold. He's the master of research, science, truth, healing, logical mind, concrete knowledge, and spirit communication. So if you've been thinking about pursuing an endeavor in these areas, now is the time to start. Like the angels and other masters, Hilarion is also available to you. Receiving this card upright is telling you that his assistance is close at hand. If you're working on a project that requires research, a strong academic approach, and attention to detail, it's full steam ahead. It's time to open up to Master's energy if you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection, drawing conclusions from that discovery. These types of jobs include scientific research, mediumship, forensic activity, the law, medical testing, and more. These and similar activities should be in rise for you now. This is the time to bring a logical approach to all your pursuits. Hilarion is right here with you, blessing you with help, clarity, and direction. To get into connection with Hilarion to help you with whatever your endeavor is. And yes, it could be study, right? It could be study, learning something new. But for those of you who are trying to heal, I feel like he can bring you the knowledge to help you heal. What would help you heal, right? So whatever knowledge you're looking for, feel free to call on him to help you in whatever way that you're needing. Because healing, physically, energetically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, right? It's sometimes you need knowledge, you need information. How do I do this? Why do I need to do this? Where's this going to take me? What is this all about, right? And sometimes we feel like we're alone. We're alone in that pursuit. We're alone in feeling that we know what we know, or we can feel something shifting and changing within us or people around us. We don't understand it, right? We feel very isolated. There's more going on in our perception than our five physical senses, right? And we know this. But we need help. We need information, right? And so I would simply quietly just sit quiet in whatever position, a meditation position, holding a cup of coffee out, in nature. Even though it is so cold and icy here, I still try to step outside every day and have even if it's 30 seconds, just let that wind blow through my aura, right, and clear me out. But also to connect to Mother Gaia, connect to the matrix, connect to the field of all that is, right? Call on Archangel or Hilarion, the Ascended Master Hilarion, for whatever knowledge you need, whatever you don't know that you don't know, right? And he's going to bring it to you. He's going to bring it to you in the form of that video that pops up on YouTube that kind of hits the topic you've been worried about, right? Or that book that shows up in your Amazon feed, like, oh, okay, I see you, right? Maybe it's a reel, maybe it's a influencer, maybe it's but they're going to bring it to you in some way. that you don't have to go looking for it, right? All you have to do is set the intention that I'm ready for that information. I'm ready for the knowledge. I'm ready to, even if I'm not ready to implement it, right? I'm ready to learn it. And that's what I feel like this week is about. It's about getting quiet and setting intentions for what you don't know that you don't know, or you do know you don't know it. And where do I learn it? Who would be the best teacher, right? So, and sometimes we have a lot of information coming at us, right? From all the directions, right? All the influencers, all the things inside of social media, outside of social media, inside the computer, outside the computer, in our own life, in our virtual life, right? We have a lot of information coming at me. How do we discern it, right? How do we discern what information we need? And so this would be another way that this ascended master could help you. Absolutely. And so very, very important right now to be in hermit mode as much as you can so that these messages can come through. Whether they're coming through you or whether they're coming through, spirit, it's very easy for them to manipulate energy, right? So they can manipulate your devices to bring you what you need. So don't discount it when that book or that reel or that influencer or that guru or that whatever shows up, right? If you feel like this is a little too perfect, I don't know if I can trust it. Yeah, spirit's bringing you what you need, and we have to take those baby steps. Be discerning. Stay in your. I'm going to see what this is all about. Stay in that critical thinking of do I accept this or don't I accept this? But give it a chance, I think is the message that I'm truly, truly getting here. Give it a chance. If it's for you, perfect. If it's not, that's okay too, right? Because we did talk about that other perspective at the beginning of this, right? We're bringing in another perspective. And I think for some of you, that's what you're needing. You're needing that other perspective, the other side. And that's what they're bringing you. And it's like you're not giving it a chance because it doesn't align with what you believe, feel, think, know, right? And so I feel like that's what we're being asked to do. We're being called to give the other side or the other perspective a chance. So let's get some advice. All right. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, those of you watching on the replay. Good morning, everyone. So, and this is not the deck I thought. The dragons are coming through, guys. The dragons are coming through for us. Orange gold dragon from Arcturus. Opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. So I grabbed the right deck, even though it wasn't what I thought it was. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. Yeah, you're being asked to take another step. You're being asked. Here's the thing. When you're doing your work, when you're learning what you're being guided to learn, when you're healing what you're being guided to heal, or you're just, and that guidance can be your own impetus. Like, I'm just done with this BS in my life, right? Whatever it is. That's what when you're doing your work, whatever that looks like, right? Whether it's I'm getting out of this crappy job and I'm finding a new job. I'm not staying in this toxic relationship. I'm getting a new relationship, right? I'm understanding that I'm in connection with the angels. I'm going to learn how to connect with them and then trust and act on what they bring me. Whatever your story is, right? This is what I'm getting. That when you're doing your work, however that looks for you in your life, the people around you who are afraid to do their own or don't know how to do their own, right? You're gonna be their model. Your amplified energy is gonna pull them along, right? And those that don't necessarily align with you, or maybe they're not with you for the right reasons, they're just gonna fall away. Right? They're just going to fall away gracefully. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Delia. Welcome. So this is what you're being called to do in some way this week. For some of you, you're taking another step. For some of you, you're just starting. Welcome. But this is about you hermiting so that you can get into the knowledge that you need to do the work that you're being called to do in your life. Make the new decision you're being called to make in your life. Be the leader through the wisdom that's coming through you, that's showing up for you, right? Right. So call on the dragons if you're really feeling nervous. You need some strength. Maybe you've got some anxious energy you can't seem to get through, ask the dragons to help you release it, let it go. Yeah, this is a week to not try to force anything, not try to force a darn thing. This is a week to go within. Go within and see where spirit takes you. Go within, and even if you don't know how to do that, just set the intention. Spirit, what do I need to know this week? What would be for my highest and greatest good? Always, always, always work within the light. So you can actually ask that, Spirit, what would be for my highest and greatest good, in the white light, with the white light. We want to be working with the highest vibrational frequencies. And for many of you, the more that you do that, those lower frequencies will just fall away. You'll become too uncomfortable for them. So for some of you, how do I leave that not great job, or how do I leave this toxic situation? If you stay in your integrity and you keep working your light, that situation will fritter away, right? Fritter away. You'll get the new opportunity out of the blue, or they'll just leave. They'll just leave. And it doesn't mean that this isn't hard. It doesn't mean that transition and change isn't heartbreaking on some level sometimes. But if you're honoring it and you understand that it's taking me to the new, it's taking me to what I do want, what will fill my cup, what will give to me, who will respect me, the situations that will honor me and my energy and my goal, my purpose, right? So there's a lot of that going on right now. A lot of people being brought to their purpose and not feeling worthy of it. And I feel like this is the week that Spirit is bringing you a lot of information in very many different ways. But can you receive it? And so call on Hilyaran, the Ascended Master Hilyaran, to help you disseminate the information, discern what is for you and what is not for you. And I'm hearing who is for you and who is not for you. So knowledge is power. And sometimes we don't ask for the knowledge because we're not ready to make the change. But that's what I'm feeling like you're being geared up for, the change that is coming, almost whether you're ready for it or not. And so let's do this together more easily, because Spirit is always going to put you where you need to be. And for those of us who are stubborn and we don't take the steps, and then they dump us. They dump us into the new situation. They dump us out of the old situation. I had that many times in my life because I didn't listen. I didn't trust and act on what I was being brought because of the fear and the unworthiness and the lack, the lack mentality. I don't have enough. I'm not enough, right? So we have to get out of that. Namaste, Lindsay. Namaste. So that's what's going on this week, guys. That's what's going on this week. So I think I'm going to pull some of these tea leaf cards, take what resonates, just for some more maybe specific messages about what may be going on this week in your life, okay? So again, this is a huge deck, so I'm going to just pull a few from each section, and one literally just jumped in, two just jumped into my lap. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Exactly what I've been speaking about all morning. Yeah, there it is. A change for the better. That's what's going on. You're being brought to a change for the better. So for those of you who are really feeling stuck, you're really feeling things are stagnant, you're really feeling lost, isolated, just know that this is, you're hermiting. You're in the chrysalis. You're the caterpillar in the chrysalis, and you're going to be coming out of it. And what is that going to look like? All right. Yeah. For some of you, it's going to look like romance. For some of you, it's going to look like a partner. For some of you, it's going to look like a new, most compatible soulmate situation. And for some of you, you've never had that before. So it's going to feel so uncomfortable when you meet this person, because it's like they're so in alignment with you. It's almost too good to be true. And this is where you've got to be open to at least giving it a shot. Okay. Don't close things down. Yeah. Heartache over what you no longer have. So for some of you, you really are releasing this week. something that really is weighing on you, an old situation, an old person, an old hurt. Okay, so for those of you who need help with that, definitely check out my website for not only the certification classes, but your own IET clearing. Broom. Yeah, for some of you, you're moving on to a new home, but also new attitude. So things are being swept out of your life. You're being swept into the new. You're being swept into something better, something much better. All right. Last but not least, oh, look at that. Yeah, because you're being brought to great happiness. And sometimes we have to walk through the storm to get to the great happiness, but it is on the other side, and that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling this week. You're being brought to something to help you get to the other side, to that great happiness. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my community. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes. For those of you who have gotten to the end of this message, thank you for being here with me. I truly appreciate it. And take what resonates. Thank you. Thank you. If you want more information on me, head over to my website, link in the description box. Have a beautiful rest of your week. We'll talk soon. Thank you.